Hey guys, it is morning time. I'm drinking my coffee. I just dropped off my kids from school. I can't believe it. My youngest is in kindergarten now. Party in the house. Just kidding. Anyways, I look like crap right now because I'm in my workout clothes. And I am going to head to work out so I do not become a blimp. No, really, all four of my grandparents had cancer, so I really need to work out and make sure I stay in shape and good health, etc. But anyways, since it is morning time, I figured we would get started on making a recipe for the kids or for yourself. We would make some fruit roll-ups, or another word, fruit leathers. So let's get started. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do is choose the fruit you prefer. I'm using nectarines because I had a whole bunch and these are like leftover pieces. Some froze in the fridge so I couldn't use them for other recipes, or some were bruised. Anyway, so this is just leftover nectarines, and so I'm going to make nectarine ones. If you choose to use something else, that's fine too. I'm also going to do applesauce, or apple kind. This I canned a couple of years ago, so it's about time to use it up. Make sure if you have leftover apple stuff to cook it down so it is applesauce. Same thing with pears. Certain fruits, it doesn't work to just blend it, but soft fruits such as nectarines, peaches, berries, anything like so that. This is 5 cups, so basically this recipe is for 5 cups of fruit. You can dump it in, you can use a spoon, whatever you want. I'm using a spoon because with my luck, I will spill it everywhere. And like I just almost did. Perfect. Alright, so just fill it up. Okay, so the next ingredient you'll want to use is some honey. And for about this amount, you'll want to use 3 tablespoons of honey. You can use more, you can use less. And then of course put the lid on and just blend the hell out of it. This is what it looks like. It looks like a smoothie. You can drink it if you want. And you can see the skin in it. It looks actually really cool when it becomes a fruit roll-up. Now what you want to do is you want to get some parchment paper and start lining your pans if you did not do that at the beginning. Do not use wax paper. Wax paper will get stuck and your fruit roll-ups will be really kind of weird. Or you can use some silicone. Those little silicone plastic liners that are for pans. Anyways, and so you'll just want to kind of put them in the pan, and if it is not perfect, it will screw everything up. JK. Just kidding, I haven't finished drinking my coffee yet. Anyways, you want to kind of just press it in a little bit. Okay, so now take your smoothie, just kidding, and pour it in. And then you want to spread it. I'm just going to use this and spread it out so it's as even as you possibly can get it. And if you can't quite get it even, what I do is I do that and it kind of spreads out a little more even. Some people use the cake tools, you know, the ones for frosting. But it doesn't really matter. You can use whatever you want. Just try to get as even as possible. And if it looks like you put too much in there, it is fine because all the moisture and stuff will go out and it will actually be a lot thinner than you realize. Okay, so for the last pan, I am going to take my canned applesauce and spread it out to make an apple flavored one. Okay, so this is what it should look like. So it should be thin enough that it won't take forever to dehydrate, but thick enough that you get some meat on your fruit roll-up. You want to turn your oven on 170 Okay guys, so you want to preheat your oven to 170, make sure it's very low setting, and then you will want to put them in the oven. And it takes about 12 hours to cook. So sometimes people, they put it in the oven right before bed and they wake up and a lot of times it's done. But if you do not feel comfortable with that, like I don't, I'm kind of paranoid about burning alive. But anyways, then you can just basically have it cooking all day. So I would check it every so often, so maybe every 6 hours, because depending on the size of your pan, it can get done earlier, but it's usually anywhere from 12 to even longer, 12 to 16 hours. And since I'm putting 3 pans in, since it takes such a long time, I want to make as many as I can. But anyway, since it takes such a long time, it will take me at least 12 hours. Okay, so it has been 6 hours now, and so I will show you what they look like. So if you can see, they've kind of thickened up a little bit, but if you touch them, you still have a little bit on your hand, which means it needs to be in there a lot longer. All right guys, so it has been 12 hours, and if you can see, it is done. It is sticky, but not soft, and if you see, nothing is on my finger. So now I will show you how to cut it up. Alright guys, so you want to kind of watch for if it peels easily off the paper. That is a really good sign also. So now you want to just trim off all the excess paper so it's kind of even all around. And the scraps you can eat yourself, or of course you can still give it to the kids if there's any scraps on the ends. And the longer pans will give the nice longer fruit roll-ups, and obviously the smaller pans, it's kind of shorter. Go ahead and cut it all the way through. And so if you can see, all of the extra paper is off, and now you want to cut them in whatever size you want. I like small, but not too small. And then just cut them all the way down. And another reason why I make as many pans as I can fit in my oven is because this really doesn't make that many. It makes about 4 to 5 pieces, and your kids will eat these up in like seconds flat. So I try to make as many at the same time as possible since it takes so long to cook. Okay, so now you're gonna want to just roll it, just like the regular fruit roll-ups, and then just roll up the rest all the way to the end. It gets easier the more times you do this. And so it's nice thick fruit roll-up. The last time I made these, I made them for a road trip for my boys and their cousins. So it was a nice special treat, and it was healthy, so score. And then these are the apple ones, and if you can see, they look quite similar in color. And after you're done rolling these all up so that they do not unroll, you can either take some tape and just put it on there, or you can take a cute little ribbon and just tie it on there, so then it looks kind of fancy, but it also stays together. Or if you want to give them as gifts for Christmas or birthdays, kids love these. Or of course, even for a special treat in a lunchbox or something, kids just go crazy over these. My boys love them. Guys, thank you so much for watching my video on how to make really easy fruit roll-ups, or fruit leathers, another name for it. So I'm gonna just show you. It's really easy, it just peels apart. I'm only using a small one because I'm kind of saving the other ones for my kids. But if you can see, it looks perfect. Give it a try. I'm a kid again, I guess. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.